Welcome on in, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. Welcome on in, Ilyana, Cynic Deval, Chaos. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Who else we got? Welcome on in, Pseudowolf. Welcome on in, Soriel. Welcome on in, Krenos. Glad to have you too. Welcome on in, Razu. Glad to have you too, you Sweet Beans. Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like about to pass out. Like low key. That's the kind of energy that I'm bringing to the function. Is yeah, barely functioning, very tired homosexual energy. We are actually starting today's stream off with a little bit of leftover songs from the queue yesterday. So yeah, let's get to it because we're doing art. Hopefully this will be the fucking. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyone who picked yes, which was all of you who picked yes to the beginning of the poll, I already pressed the wrong fucking button. So you didn't see the effects of me pressing the wrong button, but I did in fact press the wrong button. Anyways, we're starting today off with Snurch. I just noticed the fucking Snurch, the channel that uploaded Take Me to Snurch, is the icon of it is Sans in a pink hoodie. I hate the internet. Welcome on, Casper. It's been a sweet bean. I could not tell you why I'm tired, except for the fact that I probably got like 5 hours of sleep last night. You know how it be. You know how it be. But yeah, hopefully today we're gonna fucking finish up these boyos. All right. I'm sorry, but this poll has invaded my thoughts, and I have to make it. I'm making it against my will. What? Okay, what has manifested in you that you're like you have to make this poll? All right, fucking coloring time. What paint do you prefer huffing, lead paint or lead-free paint? I can't imagine this. I feel like I'm sure there's like some meaningful difference, but all right, we gotta make new raster layer. I just realized I already have one specifically for the color. All right, we're killing it. We're killing it today. I'm concerned. Why is okay? I guess I'm glad that lead-free paint is winning this poll, but I'm concerned that there are this many votes. 5 votes is too many. The lead paint poisons you more. Yeah, it's like fucking. It's like saying that you know, eating a fucking eating the Irukandji jellyfish is like slightly more toxic than fucking eating the death cabs. Like, okay, you're technically right. It doesn't really matter. I think people forgot that they can choose to not vote. Remember, inaction is in and of itself an action. I'm staring. Yo, this is gonna be my most fucking deeply unhinged stream. I can tell you right now because I just stared at my fucking layer select option for a solid like 10 to 15 minutes. We've been streaming for 12 minutes. Don't think about the passage of time. It doesn't say we have to huff it, just what we prefer to huff. Fair point. Fair do. Fair do. Okay. I'm looking at my own my own art here, and I'm like, how the fuck? I completely forgot how to do art in my free time. All right. So this is a not insignificant a portion of this is going to be me figuring out um how to pick colors for characters. Rich, thank you for a subscription for 25 months. Enjoy the premium emotes, sweet bean. Okay, as I'm staring at this, I'm like, there's something. It's fine. There's like some slight issues with the eyes here. Welcome on to Gadget. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I just waved like you could see my hands, but I am in fact still in 2 dimensions. So he's this guy's got to be warm colors. But I think I want to accessorize him a little bit with like certain cooler colors. Welcome on, Asante. Good to have you, Sweet Bane. All right, let's see what we can whip up. Bourbon 2D. Yes, I continue my 2D existence. With the bird get in the box, funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh my god. All right, hold on while I get in the box. Is this what you wanted? Is this you wanted a bird box? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you desired? You wanted to watch Bird Box on what platforms was Bird Box on? Yes. Bird Box was like Netflix, right? Oh, for whatever reason my brain was like that's a Netflix original. Yes. I don't know if that was in response to me being like, yes, it's Netflix, or Owl in the Box next. Bird Box, aka the most astroturfed movie of all time. Is it really the most, like, were there people who were like, oh my god, Bird Box is so good? Like, were there fake Bird Box defenders? The Bird Box, the film seems to have done a number on Sandra Bullock's career. This is gonna make I can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. I already did these layers. I already did this detail. I'm gonna make this is like my artistic journey in a fucking nutshell, is like working on shit that I've already done. All right, we're redoing the eyes again. Welcome on to Ruffles. Welcome on to campus. Good day, you sweet beans. All right. I think it's actually slightly in the eye shape. As I'm looking at this now. I mean, I guess it's better to discover this now than to be like, to post this and be like, oh my god, why is he got like a why does one of his eyes look entirely different? I thought I fixed this shit though. Actually, hold up a moment. That's actually not necessarily a bad way of handling eyelids. Did I accidentally rediscover how people draw eyelids? I swear to God, my style is entirely just happy accidents. Which I guess is like a good thing from like, being able to have a consistent style, but also it means my nightmare, like, my life is entirely defined by nightmares. This is welcome on in, Sword. You're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm doing all right. Bit of an eep day at work. This is, you know what? For all of the shit I'm giving myself about my expression, this is what I look like in real life right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're giving this one another try. I can't wait for this to show up in the fucking time lapse. There we go. This isn't a certified. That's a certified EB boy.
Rats, where rats, where the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Nightmare.
Honestly, yeah, that's me when I'm drawing.
Nightmare.
Nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Nightmare. Nightmare. Nightmare. Nightmare. Nightmare.
Okay, the shape is almost right.
Nightmare.
Crisp is quiet.
Nightmare.
It doesn't look like he's especially quiet. Wait, can you even? What the? I'm gonna make lose it if it's like. Hold on, let me check real quick. Advanced audio properties on TTS cable out. Mute monitor only. Yeah, okay, so you should be hearing that. Weird. All right, let me bump up his limiter then, so that way you should be able to hear more clearly. All right, but yeah, no, welcome on in, Sweater, welcome on in, Big Crossbar, glad to have you too. All right. After grueling hours, forced to go to Costco. Oh my god, Big Crossbar, no. No bonk, Borb. Borb is not deserving of these bonks. Even if I did make an Eldritch Abomination for a moment there. Okay, we're closing in on something. We're closing in. I think I need to like here. Let me grab you and then stretch you and pull you and rotate you. No, I need a free scale. Free transform.
Rats, where rats, where the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Stucky, my dragon boyfriend is real, right? You didn't make up a robot to appease me because I was lonely, right, Stucky? Please be honest.
Listen, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't even know if the dragon boyfriend's real. You haven't brought him over. I'm just playing into this hypothetical this entire time. You are ultimately the determiner of whether or not the dragon boyfriend is real. And I hate to be the person to inform you of that. You know, there's entire physics debates, or like there's entire like philosophical debates to be had about like the nature of reality and like whether, you know, whether or not like perception is in self reality. What's up, Crisp?
EY Stokey, Ian just won a cup from M Nap and F. Why are you a box?
I'm a box because someone, namely my fucking moderator Cyriel, put me in a box. Which, to be honest with you, a bit rude. A bit rude to fucking grab me and put me in a box like this. Realistically, I should probably be doing another sketch layer and cleaning this up.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Welcome on, Magic Guy. Welcome on, Oceano and Aether. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. I was gonna make a poll, but it was too low quality. A poll that you consider too low quality. Welcome on, Werebear. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Can we shout out for actually we got a bunch of people. Because Sworder was here early, and I think Sworder does some streams. Shout out for Werebear, Swordier, and then one for Aether. How does that look? I think it's part of its like. Okay, let's try that. There we go. There we go. All it took was completely reworking it. Welcome on in, Wayrick. Let me have you, Sweet Bean, doing some more myself before I head off to work. Your art's looking great, Starkey. Well, thank you. I had to do a little reworking of the eyes. You know, for considering like there's a lot of different ways to track my art progress, but I'm pretty sure that this like, because this isn't necessarily a ref sheet. Starkey, I can keep. Welcome on in, Big Bird. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you also get a shout out for Big Bird? This is functionally two different ref sheets. I definitely think of the two. It definitely shows which body type I think I'm more comfortable with. Because I think this pose and the way the body is structured looks a little bit better than over here. But like this is just like a learning experience, and mostly the big thing here is like learning how to don't. I don't. I tell myself, as I do anyway. I feel like art's the most like you tell yourself not to do the thing and then you do the thing anyway. Because I think that's like why a lot of people describe the art process as like it's your body screaming at you until you do the thing. All right. Trying to figure out how to do eye colors. Trust the process. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Let's see. The lighter color is usually on the bottom, so I think we want something a little bit darker to shade the entire eye. Wrong layer. That's a wrong layer moment. I still do not understand this meme even remotely. Why were they chibi-fying trains? I need to get like, because like I do think the thinner lines look a little bit better, but maybe that's just because like I need to start doing like studies on like the oil painting process. It's girly pop music in the queue time. Can we get some girly girl production songs in there, like The Secret? I'm a big fan of The Secret, where the secret was that she killed a man with her car, and she's considering doing it again. I just realized. Okay. And then like the traditional thing is like something like this. Like this is how a lot of artists tend to do eyes, to give it like a lot of life and like kind of, you know, do like it's reflecting light a little bit. This is like, honestly, like as far as studies go, this is like genuinely kind of a solid way for me to like also look at aspects. Because like that's the thing I need to do, is like I just need to look at certain artists I admire and be like, okay, what is the thinking behind like this shape, this effect, etc., etc. I have a timer for the random time this stream. When the streamer ends, you will be quizzed. What do you mean I will be quizzed? I will not elaborate. Perfect. I feel so welcome and safe in this space. in my own stream. There's some issues here. And I think the crux of the issue is that this eye is just a little bit taller. I feel like eyes are like, I struggle more with eyes than I struggle with anything else. Like, I would rather draw hands than try to draw two eyes that are consistent. Because you see, this is the kind of shit that fucking happens. All right. Oh, Rui Zupanda, thank you for the follow. Welcome to live chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm glad you can join in time to witness my mental breakdown as I try to draw any amount of shapes that I feel happy with. I need to watch more fucking Blue Period. I wonder if it's like also like worth doing. Like, what if we do something like this? Is that worth doing as well, or is that just making him look dead inside? That makes him look incredibly dead inside. I guess it's like almost like the difference because it's like that makes it look like it's the light is being diffused rather than like reflected specularly. I don't know how to put this in more, like, in terms that are, like, more human. I literally just know them as the physics terminologies for the way light refracts. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to deal with that for, like, honestly, the foreseeable future of me doing art. The physics terms will continue until morale improves. Oh, Wild Arms 3, my beloved. I kind of want to make his, like, this, I don't know why, but I feel like there's this, like, I want to make his, what's the name for this? Like, the tank top black, but with blue highlights. Actually, I should probably, like, do that before, like, the idea leaves my head. Okay, you don't want to go super dark with black, because you want the pure black to be just the line art. I'm aware of that rule, at least. Like, that is a rule of, there's, like, a rule of, like, painting that apparently is, like, well-known, at least in the digital world, is that you want to try to avoid having pure black as, like, a color. Where's the selection tool? Selection pen. This song's a jam, honestly. Wild Arms 3 OST is amazing, not gonna lie. I want to fund a commission of these gay birds after a paycheck from the internship just to see more of them. I mean, I'm gonna hopefully like, because like I said, I want to turn these two into a I want to turn these two into like a kind of a micro comic kind of style thing going. I kind of like I need to like figure out how to chibify their designs a little bit, but kind of in the same vein as like if anyone's seen like Foxes in Love, you are kidding me that. Oh, selection. That's why. I was like deeply confused for a moment there. But yeah, no. Like, I kind of turned to like I guess like Foxes in Love style, but like also, you know, because I have like full character stories written out for these guys. Like not necessarily in writing, but in my brain, which is just like nature's writing. If you know, if you really think about it for a second, I was on the wrong layer that entire fucking time. That's a certified wrong layer moment. This is okay. Can I talk about like one thing I kind of love in music that I don't think like gets enough like sees enough use. I love this kind of style of welcome on a Night Lycan. I'm glad I have you, sweet. Because shout out for Night Lycan. I love this. Like I don't know. There's something about like these chronic arpeggios or like these really like frequent arpeggios. Hold up. There we go. There we go. More like that. These eyes will continue to upset me basically until the day I die. Thank you, shout out. No problem. Okay, Night Lycan and any other artists. Do you all still struggle with eyes? Because I swear to God, I hate them more than I hate hands. Yes. Okay, thank fuck. I'm not the only one. The shape of eyes in particular. Yeah. I never feel like I get it right. Which is like a shame, because like one of the I almost said something in the way that would have been self-denigrating, and I know how y'all react. If there is one thing in particular that I feel like I do well with my art, it is expressions. What's up, Crisp?
Remember, friends, aiming for perfection is the enemy of doing good enough, as if you strive for constant perfection, you will never be happy.
You're not wrong. I think me covering my eyes with a glow. Honestly, it's kind of the smart thing to do. I'm an outlier. Oddly minimal eye suffering when drawing.
Spin!
Okay, so I feel like something like this. Like not even necessarily like something super, you know, not like a super complex pattern, but just something that traces the body a little bit better, like a little bit. Just something. It's, you know, it's kind of cool like learning art, because there's also like this is like a character design technique that I guess I've never really like thought about, like almost using contours of character design to highlight body aspects. Not gonna lie, I view the Fire Phoenix as someone who would wear jorts. Oh, I also decided their names. Also he's wearing cargo pants, so you're very close. Fire Phoenix's name is Tamus. Here, let me. I finally fucking decided on their names. It only took forever. Nope, thinner than that. How am I hate my own handwriting. So we have Thamus. Eyes are tough to draw for sure. And then Thamus and Dimitri. Oh, you know what I just fucking realized? This is exactly the Portal 2 dynamic. The Portal 2 robots. All right, there we go. There's the names. Thamus and Dimitri. I realized, like, as I was driving, that I'm like, you know what, these feel like good names. I would also be, because there actually is a series of inspirations for these two names. I would be surprised if anyone knew them. Those are good names. Because the hint is that both of these are references to mythological figures. I'm guessing they're from slaving myth. Slaving myth? Slavic myth? Okay. Dmitri takes, like, the name Dmitri does take inspiration from Slavic naming conventions. It is not a Slavic myth, though. They are specifically both Balkan myths. What if I just add like another line that traces down, or like alongside? Oh, time's up on the timer. Does that mean I'm getting quizzed? I didn't even have time to study because you didn't tell me what the quiz was going to be about. I was on the wrong layer. Wait, what? Hold up. I was on the right layer. Hold up. You know what? Fuck you. Unwrongs your. You know what? Bless you. Unwrongs your layer. You have to guess the WikiHow article from the context I sent you. Oh, merciful God. You know, for all the crap I give you guys about distracting me, I genuinely think that these little breaks are important to help me refresh my eyes, so I'm not just like constantly like balking in my own art. Like these like little distractions of like 10-15 minutes I think are genuinely important for the artistic process. Okay, so this is what Soyreal sent me. Still wrong layer, but going to the wrong layer. I was on the right layer, and I was like, wait, am I on the wrong layer? And then I checked, and I actually was on the right layer. Paint your face. You should be able to you should be able to find a makeup or face paint kit in any craft store like Joann Fabrics or Michaels. Okay. My guess is I don't like the way the lips are drawn. Those upset me personally. Is this how to dress up as a Pokemon for a Halloween party? I'm like close. It is going to be something completely like not even remotely related, isn't it? It's how to dress up as a Pikachu. Okay. I hate this bit because I don't like the prospect that I'm going to get genuinely good at predicting. I'm going to get genuinely good at predicting what the images are from. Yeah, you're gonna fucking like train me. They're gonna come up with a the WikiHow article equivalent of GeoGuessr. Like it's like what WikiHow article is this image from? And I'm gonna like you fucking Miyagi'd me into like genuinely being able to meaningfully guess with reliable accuracy. And I'll never forgive you. I feel like with the designs, because I like this style of design a lot, where like it's very like it's ultimately very simple, but there's like a lot of like fun little details that give personality and character. That's kind of like what my initial design with Starkey was like I have these like major details, so that way like Starkey would be recognizable kind of regardless of what form he was in. But then it also is like, yeah, there's like a lot of fun little details with his base form that you don't necessarily really think about. That, like, you know, that's kind of like, so Starkey, the big reason why I'm like, the lab coat has to stay on for my other forms is like, so that way I'm immediately recognizable. But like, if Starkey's in his crow form, I can get any kinds of outfit I want. Okay. Croaky. Base form. Croaky. Isn't that a Pokemon? Oh, that's the... No, I'm thinking Froakie, aren't I? Yeah, these just, like, these little details. Where I'm just like, this is, like, a fun way to, like, help, you know? Kind of differentiate them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to probably figure out how to make their design a little bit less focus intensive before I turn them into a comic. Okay. How's that look? Okay, it's looking good so far. I just noticed the green here. I definitely think primary red yellow detailing is probably going to be what happens here. God Bless Your Dad's Genetics is also a fucking wild line to put in a song. Here for the tea. Welcome on in, Yinsid. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout for Yinsid? Alright. Something's beeping at me. I'm pretty sure I've made it so that way you guys can't hear the Windows sound effects. But yeah, something do be beeping at me. I don't like how it's flesh toned. There we go. That's a little bit more. There we go. Because my man do be wearing cargo pants. But yeah, how you doing, Yinsin? Cargo wear? Welcome on, Tanos. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I don't know. I haven't played enough Repo to know where cargo. Actually, I did play. Spite's birthday stream was this last weekend, and I played Repo for the first time. It was actually a lot of fucking fun. I'm kind of sad I didn't play it earlier. I might need to play on some collabs to make up for lost time. Because Repo definitely reminds me of like the early days of you know, Lethal Company. Which is funny because like I actually think I almost clutched a Repo run. I need to play more Repo. Y'all looked like you had fun. It's definitely I feel like it's less bullshit than Lethal Company is. Like that's my read on it so far. Is that it's less bullshit than Lethal Company. In regards to like how bad luck can just fuck you. Which I personally appreciate. Starkey cargo room. No, cargo room. It's where you put your cargo. That's cargo room is where cargo. I hate the English language. The English language is such a fucking just absolute train wreck. And I know I'm the reason why the English language, like, you know, I'm part of why the English language is a train wreck, at least in that moment, but also. So like this belt detail is probably going to need to be simplified a little bit. I'm like, because this is also going to be like probably a good experience on like trying to figure out how to draw chibi stuff. Because, like, you know, I think it's good to be able to draw a variety of styles. Excuse me, what fucking... Oh my god, my line art layer turned into another sketch layer. Someone fucking end me. Wrong layer. Cause I'm a streamer. I don't know who did that joke where it's like I can't relate cause I'm a streamer. And I can't unhear it now. It is the perpetual brain rot of this song. I only just got to the point where I have to start working on a style. I think I have a style. I think what I have qualifies as a style. I'm somewhat unclear. I'll be perfectly honest with you. That's wrong layer again. I think what I have qualifies as a style though. Did I give him... Wait, how... Oh, that's the pocket. I was like, did I give him a thick ass? I genuinely couldn't remember. I was like, that's a fucking booty butt cheek. Like, cause I was zoomed in this close, and I'm like, wait, that can't be right. That's not his butt. That's not his ass. But he does canonically have a giant, thick ass. Well, I won't complain. Welcome on in, Moonbear. Glad I have Sweet Fiend. Of course, you'd never complain about a thick ass. To be fair, I feel like most people wouldn't complain about having a thick ass. All right. You know what? Okay, on the topic of this song, I only realized that the reason Snoop Dogg is in this fucking song is because of the line where the grass is really greener. That's the entire reason Snoop Dogg's in the song. Also, Snoop Dogg kind of cringe now, not gonna lie. Oh. It just goes to show you, like, how absolutely out of touch I am with drug culture. Kate's cringe too. Yeah, neither of the people involved with the song have aged particularly well.
Wow.
Oh, come on, Riz. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Get a shout for Husky Riz. The zipper's not right. I'm not about to try and figure out a fucking zipper. Those are my feelings on the matter. Because I could sit here and figure out the zipper. I could sit here and figure out the zipper like all day. I don't want to. Then zip it. I I love at the very end the guy who just coughs as loud as possible. Anyways, rabbit time. Rabbit. How's it going? Welcome on, Casa. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm currently rabbit. All right. Tonight we are fucking finishing these designs. I love them. They are my children, but I've also had enough of drawing them for now. I need a fucking break. Katie really thought she was doing a feminist movement, going to space in the Bezos rocket, like, to be so relatable when she's just out of touch. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is, like... Everything I learn about, like, the wealthy makes me, like, and this is not, like, copium because I'm not super wealthy myself. It's gotta be so goddamn lonely to be super rich. Like, these people can't connect with fucking anyone. Like, there is no earnest connection to be made with them and anyone around them. The bird is wearing lederhosen. They're not lederhosen. It's cargo shorts. But no, like, which is, like, not to say, like, oh, I in any way condone their behavior, because fuck rich people. But also, like, rich people fucking, like, for all their, like, you know, blustering and, like, you know, oh, don't interact with the poor class or whatever the fuck, like, the life of rich people looks like it fucking sucks. Like, the wealthy, like, you know, the need to keep up with the fucking... Oh, what's the euphemism that my mom always used? Keeping up with the Robins? No, that's not right. Okay, hold on, Google. Or, I guess in this case, DuckDuckGo. Keeping up with the... blank euphemism. Is it keeping up with the Bakers? Keeping up with the blank euphemism. I can't remember. No, not the Kardashians. There's this, like, there's keeping up appearances. So the idea is it's like just like kind of a generic but like somewhat specific last name. The idea of it is that, like, you're basically, like, you know, it's like that, the like origin of, like, conspicuous consumerism. You know, and I'm like, it just seems, like, so sad that, like, you're, like, to some degree, like, every single person that they interact with, that's it. Thank you, Suda. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, it was keeping up with the Joneses. Is this euphemism that, like, it's like conspicuous consumerism, that you're not doing things because you want to have fun, but because you want to, like, you want to show everyone that you're successful too, and, you know, like, the kind of really shallow, like, you know, I'm not doing things because I earnestly have a desire to experience the world around me, but because I don't want other people to judge me for my like lesser way of life. Welcome on, Erratic Phoenix. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Yeah, it's keeping up with the Joneses. It's a euphemism my mom used all the fucking time. And it's, like, because it's, you know... wrong layer. It's a euphemism my mom used all the time, and it's... the more I learn about, like, the way, well, like, you know, the hyper wealthy live their lives, the more I'm like, that seems really fucking sad. I'm sorry I haven't been able to join streams. Like, all good. I appreciate... Here's the thing. Life comes first. Always. Never... And this goes for you, Phoenix. This goes for anyone in the streams. My streams are secondary to whatever you've got going on in life. Because I know I wouldn't be putting streams on hold if something went wrong for you. And because I couldn't. Life has been just as wildly. I get it. Admittedly, That is somewhat not true for Phoenix. Like if you know, because Phoenix is a very, very close friend. I would actually be willing to put streams on hold if need be to help him out with something. But no, like this, like as a general thing, you know, assume that if you're gonna ask me if like you should put something on hold so that way you can be here for stream, the answer is always gonna be no. Your life comes first. Rich folk need to hold on to the power to keep the mob of normal people off them, or more aptly, famously rich people, which means they cannot live normally, sadly. Okay, but that's like also kind of categorically not true. Because there are actually like there are wealthy people who like live amongst other like you know there are wealthy people who live amongst like the average earning class because they don't feel the need to like you know flex their wealth. Like they just are incidentally wealthy, and they basically just use that to like fund a life that's laid back and low maintenance. And I think that that's like that for me. And I guess it's kind of like why you see a lot of people like why companies get bought out and then turn to shit is because the person who made that company successful saw a way out to the life where like they just can. I specified famously rich. Okay, that's fair. Like that does make sense to be like, oh, like, you know, if you see the chance to be like, oh, hey, this is enough money for me to live off for the rest of my life and make sure that my kids get a really, really good start. You take that money and you never work another day of your life. And you work on making the best life you can. Which is why, you know, I guess I can't like blame anyone who like owns a company and then sells it for like that life. Even if I do know that I've been negatively impacted. What is this song? Stronger Than You, Sans version Cupcake Remix. So, anyways, back to discussing the... What the fuck is my stream energy, to be honest with you? Where I'm just like, I'm having like this very sincere conversation about the nature of like wealth and economy, like on a person's happiness, and then in the background... There's Stronger Than You, Sans version Cupcake Remix playing. My stream is a fucking mess. I love it. My stream is a mess. Complimentary. But now. Okay. The finer details on this fucking suck. And I only really have myself to blame. But no, and like I know to some degree it's like, oh, someone with, you know, a bunch of money will be like, oh, it's copium, because like, you know, you're trying to justify to yourself like the, you know, living a life. But then every single thing I learned about like the like, you know, the wealthy experience, I'm like, this seems fucking awful. Who would willingly go through this? But yeah. So just... Because it's almost like... You know, there's something to be said about the way our generation, I feel like, is actively moving against, like, the historic trends. Like, you know... Gen Z and millennials aren't doing things because it's expected of them, which is kind of bucking trends from our parents. And instead we are doing things because we derive value from them personally. Honestly, people are able to live low-key and wealthy are the truly rich folk. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like those are the people whose money ties are so deep that they don't need to be in the public eye to continue to like earn wealth to be okay for the foreseeable future. But yeah, no. Let me stretch real quick. And also save. Especially because I didn't even fucking save after doing all of that work on the eyes. All right, let me see if you can select you all real quick. There we go. But you know, that's like... Because I think it's telling that, like, most of my... I went to a relatively prestigious college, and I feel like all of my friends that are just, like, sincerely happy with life are all of the ones that, like, aren't making a ton of money. That are just like, yeah, okay. You know what, fair. I just realized, did I ever fix the issue where... Hold up. Did I ever fix the issue where 3D Borb just gets disabled improperly? Let me look real quick. Settings? No, no, viewer rewards. That's the one. Okay, 3D Borb is enabled. Perfect. You what? What? I what? I just had miso soup. I haven't seen this model before. Yeah, this was made by... This is... low-key, a lot of my 2D, you know, my 2D models are, like, very old. And by very old, I mean, like, they're probably, like, at this point, like, a year and a half old. So, like, they're closer to the start of the stream than they are to, like, the current state of the stream. We need to give the board a transformational crisis. But why, though? Wrong layer. This PNG is from Delos. Yeah, Delos has like a very specific style that I deeply admire. Every time Delos gives me like, to be fair, like every time a friend gives me like art advice, I'm always like, because even if it's advice that I don't necessarily like agree with or that doesn't necessarily match with the way I personally do art, I always still take no because I'm like, there might, you know, I might be able to grab something specific, but especially with Delos, because like. Welcome on, Ivan. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. So many different star keys. I need to get more. That's a thing I need to do. Is I need to add more 2D transformations, and I need to figure out how to do 3D model editing. Here. Also, welcome on, Ivan. Can we shout for Ivan? Speaking of spectacular artists, Ivan. No board missile. The board missile doesn't work when I'm in 2D. There's nothing to hit with the missile. The model it just like passes beyond me. Is your orange even like my orange? Oh my! We were talking philosophy earlier.
That was the time that. Okay, well, okay. I guess we're bored right now. So like, your orange, my orange, his orange, he, she, the orange, like the orange. What are other pronoun? Orange. You know what I orange? Wow, I love this model. Like the stretch, the same and the hydrate. Yeah, we were shouting out Ivan, by the way. Ivan Heckin, spectacular being.
Super amazing artist. How are you holding up, though? I'm sorry to hear about your friend. Hopefully he's doing, like, a little bit better. I wish I could support more, but I could never be rich because I would just give away all my money. Low-key, that's just what would happen. I'd be like, this person, like $5,000 to me would mean, like, you know, if I had $1 billion, $5,000 means nothing to me, but it would make someone's entire life so much easier. The human experience is intrinsically unique in a way that's impossible to ever fully convey. Oh, he's doing better. His life isn't necessarily a risk anymore, but he's still tubed in ICU, but awake. That's good to hear. It's still very scary. If you happen to be of means, there is I believe, on Ivan's Blue Sky, a post for a GoFundMe to help pay for his surgery. Unfortunately, I'm not of means. Like I said, I could never be rich, because I would literally I'd just be like, you know, the money's doing nothing for me. I'm gonna get a job interview tomorrow. Ooh, best of luck with that. I actually I have something kind of promising in place. And I don't want to talk about it too soon, because you know for a fact if I talk about it too soon, it's gonna get cursed. So I'm keeping it close to the chest, but basically it's a very likely shot. Even if I would only be there for like a year or two. Which is, the big thing is just that it gives me benefits. That's the thing more than anything. I'm like, I beg of you. I beg of you, the benefits. I'm like, I'm looking. We're color picking. I feel like with the Phoenix, you have to go very vibrant. It needs to be bright, it needs to be warm. I just realized. Hold up a moment. What I'm doing with my money is when I eventually get a job is to help a friend out. Yeah, make sure to take care of yourself. It's one of those things where it's like as much as I wish, to some degree I'm bad about this, but also like even stuff like stuff that's considered a treat, that you would normally kind of consider a treat, does kind of self-care. That's why like I get myself very small stuff like every now and again, even though I am ultimately trying to save money. Okay, what if I do this? If I do this. Okay, it's a little too saturated, but I like the idea. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Let's see what happens when we color and everything else. The reference layers are causing problems now. There we go. Okay, so should I buy a suspicious amount of nitrogen as a treat? What would you... I hate to ask this, but what is a suspicious amount of nitrogen? I feel like this is a question that like I feel like gets me put on some kind of list just by asking it. I've never seen this soda before, but I can tell it's Daedalus piece. It is. This is Starkey Wharf. This much, a Borb worth of nitrogen. How the fuck are you putting nitrogen in the Borb? I suddenly have so many more questions to be concerned about in this hypothetical. The answer will put me on a list. But yeah, no. This was done by Daedalus a while back. It was a little gift because I was going through the process of getting like I still need to at some point go through and get more 2D VTubers. Daedalus does genuinely amazing work, and like, because I think it's also cool like to some degree to give other people Starkey's design and be like just kind of play with it a little bit. Like there's certain design aspects I'm like these are relatively set in stone, just that way the characters just the way I'm recognizable regardless of the species I take. But then like I'm also like back from the store I had a sweet tooth and wanted a soda, so I just went to go get a 24 pack of cola. Well, is Soyreal here? The answer is yes. Soyreal is here. There we go. Welcome on in, Stevens. Good to have you, Sweet Bean.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button.
Welcome on in, Gigantic. Good to have you too, Sweet Bean. There's also like a lot of like light detailing stuff I could do. Like I could add more fluff here. Turn off my GameCube. I warned you to turn it off. But do they listen? They never listen. Now Michael Jackson, the ghost of Michael Jackson's back. Welcome on Gigantic. Would you show for Giganta when you're busy after you've broken Kasai's kneecaps, of course. It's you know, do it afterwards, of course. Kasai's kneecaps need a good shattering preemptively. All things in their due time. Of you know. Thank you for shouting out Giganta. Me encouraging mod on mod violence? I would never. All right. Now here's gonna be the fucking question. Is this gonna look like shit? And the answer is a resounding possibly. I don't like it. It's like too saturated, I think. What if here? What if we do this instead? What if we pull it back a bit? Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I'm like, it's fucking hard because because like I struggle to like make brights a primary. Like this is something I categorically struggle with. Like I every time I make brights a primary, I'm like, it always just looks so gaudy to me. I guess to be fair, that's like also kind of supposed to be the effect. Like, let's try desaturating it a bit. A reddish brown? There we go. I think I just had to. Yeah, that looks closer to what I'm thinking of. Welcome on NPC. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hello, and you're doing great with your art. By the way, can't stay for it because I'm at work. Hopefully work goes smoothly for you. But also, thank you for stopping by. I'm deep in the art grind. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Kasai, why would you put this in here? This is I refuse to turn this up. Chat, is this a skip? Do we skip Joe Swanson Stronger Than You? Can I get one single one in chat for a skip? With my last, I summoned the box. All right, hold on a moment. We're getting put back in the box. The lack of ones here is upsetting. I don't know what it says about me and my chat. Skip vote yes here. Thank you. This is not better. This is okay, this is better, but not by enough. This is I think I need a better chat. I'm kidding, of course. I love you guys. Y'all are creatures. I'm low. I found another banger for you. Thank. I appreciate that. Thank you. I of course give you mostly shit. It's okay, we understand replacing us is valid. Listen, I'm not saying all of you will be replaced, just the ones that keep putting shit music in. I know who you are. I know who you are. I will find you. You will be sent to the gulag. You will be sent to the goulash. Converted into goulash. Whomstov. I've been very good lately music-wise. You actually have been relatively well-behaved. Mostly it's been Kasai. Kasai has been the traitor, and then whoever keeps... you know, Oceano is also just historically been the other problem with Cupcake remixes. But you know, that's the secret to success, right? Is negging your chat, being like, you'll never be a good chat, and then, you know, that's the secret to streamer success, right? I added Girly Pop today. You did add the weird meme that I still don't understand, and at this point I don't want to. Taking notes. Taking notes from all of my favorite content creators. Insulting your chat really does wonders. How dare we? I do love you guys. For all the shit that I give you and you give me back, I do love this. I love the fuck out of you guys. I'm just too shy sometimes. That's fair. Listen, low-key, I think I vibe best with people who are like willing to take the occasional pot shot. Not consistently, but who's just occasionally is like, yeah, I'm just gonna say some shit that is that's like deeply unhinged. And you're gonna have to deal with the consequences. I think it's like a sign of like that there's something deeply wrong with me. But not too shy to be team up. You know, in that case. I make you pull, that's too bad. I was making that pull that was too bad to make earlier. Oh god, what have I done? Listen, just keep it within Twitch terms of service. If you break Twitch TOS, I kind of do have to ban you. Otherwise, my channel goes down. Starkey inspiring a generation. Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem. So, Starkey, what's up? Should we turn Starkey into Pickle Starkey? Yes, it will be. I hate the immediate yes. I hate the immediate yes vote. Also, I'm sorry, Soriel, but you took the pot shot, so I'm counter pot shotting. A Rick and Morty reference in the year of our Lord 2025. Shame on you. You can do better. Yes, will be. Why are there 4 yes votes for Pickle Starkey? I hate it here. Never mind. Never mind that I love you. Immediately starts backtracking. I hate all of you. It's the Dr. Phil thing. I made cheesy mushroom soda chicken. That's all I got. Fair enough. It's the Dr. Phil thing is you're ugly, you're evil, open the door, give me $20. If my references are not outdated and trash, then they're not worth my time. I'm like, Tiki, some awesome content creators. For those who don't know, Starkmorph, Big AKS, creating the internet, Bryce, stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 to 10 BMSD. Today, we're doing some heckin' art. I am finally finishing up the birds. The birds will be finished by the end of today, so help me God. Fuck it, I will lose my mind if it, because I love these two, but also, how's Splatoon? I didn't realize the Splatoon servers were still open. I'm gonna get like 100. I know basically next to nothing about Splatoon. So, you know, use that information as you will. I love Splatoon. Ababa is epic. I definitely have heard good things about Splatoon. Good bird. Splatoon 1, 2, or 3. I believe it was Splatoon 3. I mean, to be fair, like, do people still play the first one, like, presumably, like, competitively? Oh. Also, currently there's a vote on whether or not I should be pickleified. And the fact that this vote is not all no's, and the fact that it's 75% yeses does make me big sad. But you know, hopefully Splatoon 3 was good. People do play the first one actually, but maybe not competitively, but you can. But you know, we're currently finishing up the two birds. We got over here Thamus, and of course Dimitri. You should only be morphed into a pickle if you want to be Starkey. I just realized the box PNG has a platypus gripper sticking out the bottom. They're not, listen, they're talons. You've seen talons, but good bird Starkey. I don't worry. I will not be becoming a pickle. I accidentally clipped the entire thing except for the legs. There you go. But you know, we're currently working on some arts. I'm making two gay birds. They're boyfriends. I'm gonna hopefully turn them into a webcomic. So I'm currently like mostly in the process of figuring out their designs. And before Starkey draws himself as a pickle, I will literally never draw myself as a. That's beyond even like fucking like becoming Twitch partner. I would need something more would need to happen in order for me to be willing to draw myself as a pickle. Pickle Starks, were they roommates? They are, yes. They are very homosexual for each other. I don't even know what the step above partner is. That's like, okay, Loki, but that's the great thing about being a small creator. That's the great thing about being a small streamer. I can just be like, yeah, I'll do it if I get partner. Cause it means I'll never have to do it. That is the like I'll do it tomorrow of being a Twitch streamer. It's like, yeah, I'll do it if I hit partner. Which isn't to say I'm gonna actively sabotage myself from getting partner, but like, you know how y'all know how it be. Married, is that the step above partnered? All right. All right, I do need to add some slight detailing here to the grippers to show that they are in fact a different texture. There we go. You think I'm joking, but I'm not sure if I am. You pay $1,000 to draw myself as a pickle. That's too much. I would refund you at that point. Cause I feel like that, like if like I couldn't do it for anything monetary, cause like no matter what, I feel like I would be scamming you, and I don't want that. Like that is something I actively do not want to be feeling. Like I'm like scamming you guys for something dumb. I will give 200 gift subs. That's literally the same that's literally cheating. Also, that's more than you were just offering me. So no. I no, says I. The no sayer.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Chris?
Wait, you already completely lost to the having a foot fetish allegations. Also, I am actively looking on how to make the Borb go oya oya.
Excellent. Here's the thing. I recognize I'm not beating the foot fetish allegories. Or not allegories, allegations. So at this point, I'm leaning into it instead. And you'll never be able to tell if it's ironic or not. They'll never know. That's why you gotta, like, honestly, here's the thing. I drew a pretty okay wolf footpaw today. It's spreading. That's a healthy amount of baby metal. Granted, it was from reference, but still. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using reference. I know the haha meme, Starkey, take your own fucking advice. But like, sincerely, there is nothing wrong with using references as long as you're not, like, straight up tracing someone else's art. Like, that's literally, like, and even then, like, if you get their permission to be like, hey, can I trace your art so I can do a study of, like, the way you draw feet? And they're like, yeah, sure, go for it. At that point, it's like, you've been given the fucking holy grail. Indeed, I tried to just use, that's the thing. I feel like the trade-off for using visual reference is that you don't necessarily develop your own style as quickly. Like, I think that's, like, the major issue with, like, using visual references. Like, to some degree, like, if you're going for something stylized, it can kind of, like, it's not necessarily a crutch, but, like, it can limit, I guess, the way that you might approach a piece of, like, a piece. If you're, like, trying to stay, like, on model in the correct shape. Like, Twiz's art is, like, for example, a really, really good instance of stylization. You know, it's kind of weird having Totally Spies listed as both early 2000 and mid 2020s.
Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Wait a minute, a character where the key colors are red and blue. I am sorry, Starkey, but rise from 1,000 years ago, waking from a hazy dream, meet the flower who cares.
What the fuck are you... The blue is an accent color. This is not... The blue is the accent color. You cannot tell me this is fucking Alir, because blue is not a main color. It is an accent color. Fire Emblem Engage. No, I don't worry. I got the reference. I got the reference, and I'm not happy about it.
You have no idea what it...
What's that? No, stop. Chris, don't. Again with it. Don't. Who keeps giving you metal pipes? This fucking rat, man. This rat will be the death of me. I did. He asked and was polite. I need to find mods that are less willing to give into politeness. A tall order. Oh, I see. Are you at Starbucks? Is that why it's a tall order? That might be the single dumbest fucking joke I've ever made on this stream, and like that is a accomplishment, to be honest with you. That is the lowest possible hanging fruit. Sigma Bib, welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I saw the thing that you sent me, and I hate it. Brianna sent me a fucking video of Dora the Explorer as a animated 3D model explaining Gen Alpha lingo to boomers, and I find it deeply, deeply unpleasant to think about. Like that is brain space that could be spent on just about anything else. Tofu, what is the family-friendly vegan chef say when he stub their toe? Tofu. That's like such a stretch. That's such a I think I see what you're trying to get there, and that is the stretchinest. Show me Gen Alpha Dora. Can I see it? I check fucking I check and there's a DM that says you're such a Sigma Starkey. Oh, hold up a moment. I need it. I need to hand that real quick. There we go. This is the kind of there we go. Nope. How do I full screen you? Okay. This is the kind of shit I get in my fucking DMs. If you ever wonder what it's like to be a streamer, this is the kind of shit you have to deal with in your DMs. I fucking hate this. Fucking Jimmy Neutron. Hello, welcome on Neurodivergent. Glad to have you, Sweet Feet. I won't lie, I haven't watched past this fight because I fucking gave up. I gave up as soon as the Jimmy Neutron showed up. What in the? Stop! No, we all must suffer. The Brianna, if you are mad at this, be mad at Brianna for sharing this. What is this? I can't tell if this is AI generated or just the animation is this shitty. Is this for real? The voice is an AI sounding? Welcome on in, Rocket Man. He's gonna have you sleeping. I don't know, and I don't like it. The only thing I know about this is that I do not like it. The interpretation of Doris seems so soulless and uncanny. Because, like, there's no in-betweens. It's literally just keyframes. It's not AI, I don't think. It's a real thing Nick posted and then deleted. Wait, Nickelodeon removed a social media post where Dora the Explorer explains what Sigma means following backlash. No fucking shot. Oh my god, that makes it so much worse. Oh my god. That is awful. I didn't even read the text. That might be the worst thing Nickelodeon's ever put out. Remarkable. It's definitely remarkable. At least they removed it. Who was that for? Hey, Nickelodeon, Viacom, who was that for? Who? Terrible decisions will continue to be made. Rest in peace. SpongeBob. The internet is forever. Me. It's made specifically for Ivan. Just like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Two things that were made specifically for Ivan. They killed SpongeBob. Well, no. So the creator of SpongeBob died, and very specifically did not want there to be a sequel / spinoff of SpongeBob, and they did it anyway. Can't wait for Paw Patrol to talk about Riz next. When was the last time you think I had Baja Blast Starkey? Was it this morning? Was it 2 hours ago? Last week? Oh my god. Have you broken the curse? The cursed hold of Baja Blast upon your stomach and also mouth? Remember, if we ever see a dead channel, look at Nicktoons. But no. Can we talk about the fucking... why is there a... I mean, okay, so I know the answer why, but also, why the fuck is there a culture war over goddamn Paw Patrol? I hate... That's it. I hate melon soda, your life in Japan. We need more melon flavored stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's a severely underrepresented flavor genre here in the States. Good news is the other Borb is going to be relatively easy to draw of these two. Because I feel like I went more all in with the details over here. The Paw Patrol are class traders that needs to be known, and I will not elaborate further. You get mid-modern watermelon flavor, take it or leave it. I need to just like import like probably an industrial container of various flavors of Kit Kats from Japan before the tariff set in. Remember they tried to Barbenheimer Paw Patrol and Saw X and posted the dogs and... No! You cannot tell me that happens. There's no fucking way they tried to Barbenheimer... They tried to force a Barbenheimer and put the Paw Patrol dogs in fucking saw traps. That can't be real. Before I DM you what I DM you, I need to say I found a picture of Tony the Tiger in some weird arc of milk going to cereal and I don't like the vibes. It's not even funny, it's just ow, so edge. Wasn't Pikmin 4 also released that weekend? So it turned into Barbenheimer 4. Okay, so I will say I've yet to watch the Oppenheimer movie. But of so far of the Barbie movie and Pikmin 4, I do think the Barbie movie is my favorite of those two pieces of media. Anyways, check DM Starkey. Like, I genuinely I fucking cried at the Barbie movie, and I was not expecting to. Alright, I'm checking DMs. I see one from Aether. How to tell if your furry is pregnant. That's... Hold up, because I need y'all to see the thing I'm seeing. This is the thing that Kasai sent me just now. Can we talk very briefly about that's not what a... You can tell this was made by clearly someone who check the bottom. How to drastically reduce the cost of heat to your swimming pool. Okay, that makes more sense. Because what I say is like this feels like something that was drawn by a man, because that's not what a birth control test. That's not what a like a pregnancy test looks like. Not even remotely. My only knowledge of the Barbie movie stuff is from Barley's reaction to Barbie edits. Well, so I'm pretty sure that was like that was Barbie like TV shows. The Barbie movie is live action and like actually genuine. Like, this is from r/Disney Vacation. My heart goes out to all the things, all the living today who bear the surname Oppenheimer. But no, because because like the Barbie movie is like an entirely different beast. I have seen Disney Vacation. I am aware of that subreddit. It's not about vacations. No, I'm well aware. Like I said, I used to use Reddit. I know I'm cringe, but like, you know, I got better. Look on Discord. Oh my. What the no fucking shot. This can't be real. Seven tickets on Saw Patrol. Saw X and Paw Patrol the Mighty movie will now release on the same date. Which will you be watching? That's, I need this, send it to me. And then the follow-up. Deadass, this just sucks, man. It was a Kasai or Soiril who wanted this. Kasai? Alright, here you go, Kasai. Forwards the image to you. I guess so you can just have it. Deadass, it's like... Okay, but like, it's not because, oh, haha, Barbie, the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer are like exact opposites that like people were like, you know, like people were excited about both of those movies beforehand. No one gives a shit about Saw X, and no one gives a shit about the Paw Patrol movie. I guess I speak for everyone. I am the ultimate sayer of the voice of truth. Thanks for the Saw Patrol, Starkey. You're welcome. I feel like that's probably like a mistake that I'm going to live to regret. You ever just like, you ever do a thing and you're like, I know this is going to come back and be a problem later? Because that me sharing Saw Patrol with Kasai is definitely a moment like that. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Mediocrity can offer to greatness. You know what? You know what? Fair enough. You can't force memes. They just happen. Exactly. From what I heard, the Oppenheimer movie was pretty good. But also, apparently they did a lot of sex scenes. Which seems unnecessary in a movie about the making of the construction of the atomic bomb. I'm not gonna lie. Seems kind of like beside the point. But maybe that's just like maybe that's just a me thing. Well, you did see what they tried to do with tried to do after the Minecraft movie TikTok trend. What do you mean the Minecraft movie TikTok trend? Is that the thing where people just throw fucking popcorn? Where like they would say like chicken jockey and then everyone fucking yeet their popcorn all over the place. Yeah, okay, that answers that question at least. Hey Starkey, I'm progressively getting, I'm starting to get fucking PTSD. I'm gonna traumatize Cyriel later. Every time Kasai or Cyriel says, hey Stark, shouldn't have done that. Every time Cyriel or Kasai does like, hey Starkey, I'm like, they're about to say some shit. They're about to say some shit that's gonna wound me. I'm not afraid. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey! There you go. I don't want to go to the theater anymore. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised movie theaters are still open after COVID. And I know there's been like concerted efforts to keep them alive, but like for what fucking purpose? Also, I just realized, is this the backup queue? Or is this is an actual... Oh, this is an actual banger. Thank you, Aether. I'm so used to the fucking meme-ass remixes that anytime someone puts an actual song, I'm like, wait, are we in the backup queue? So basically what I'm saying is y'all need to collectively do better. I'm glad you like my playlist. I beg of you, please, do better. Twitch is my media consumption now. Twitch is by no means perfect, but I think it's currently the best big name, like, video and content sharing website outside of, like, Blue Sky. Video, I guess, specifically. I live in a theater if I could. Oh, hell yeah. This is a fucking... Look at Discord again. I'm trying to finish the Borbs. What in God's green earth is this? Hold up, but before just look at this fucking this is like this is like a textbook O-face. I actually like I'm horrified by the prospect that like if fucking like Urban Dictionary ever gets images in addition to the like entries they have, this is just gonna be the image next to O-face. All right. Oh, this is from actual fucking Warner Brothers. Jesus Christ. This is horrifying. What is special edition? Is that where they fixed the CGI that broke? What's happening? I'll be honest with you, I'm astounded people still play and enjoy Minecraft. Maybe it's because it was my hyperfixation and I burned out real hard on it, but I genuinely can't do Minecraft anymore. I actively get so fucking bored of it so quickly. Like, it was definitely my high school hyperfixation until I discovered Dota, and then that became my hyperfixation. That's me with Terraria, not gonna lie. Also, other things that have been affected like that include Stardew Valley, where I played and like more or less beat the game before Concerned Ape proceeded to then add the other half of the game, and I'm like, I literally like I can't force myself to fucking play the game again. I will never get to experience that content. How long has it been since you last tried? Last tried to play like Minecraft? Why not co-op? Realistically, that's the only way that I would be able to play Stardew Valley and Minecraft. Like I would need to have co-op. I would need to it would need to basically be like a co-op or like collab style stream where like we consistently, maybe not necessarily even on stream, but like someone just needs to consistently grab me and be like, I'm going to hold you at gunpoint to play Minecraft. I haven't played since the Machinima days. People, I think I predicted the Enderman because of the videos I was in back then. God. If I remember, sorry, I can actually tell you the exact update where I started playing Minecraft, because it was the update right after they added the Nether. Because I remember seeing like a video, like I think like the day I bought and downloaded Minecraft, that was like a new release where they added an entire new dimension. I was like, that's so cool. Like I was watching that as I was like downloading and getting ready to play Minecraft for the first time. Which, funnily enough, the first time I played Minecraft, so Monkey is a very, very patient person, like patient almost to like a fault. I think I pissed him off while playing Minecraft because I genuinely didn't know how to play. So day one of Minecraft, I load into the world and I'm like, oh, here's a tree. Let me start punching trees. Cause like I'd watched a couple of videos. So like I knew vaguely what to do. And I just kept clicking. I'd like click, like trying to click as fast as possible. And I'm like, why isn't the tree breaking? Night falls. It's been like 12 minutes at this point of click. Night has fallen in Minecraft. I die to a creeper. I respawn. I go back to trying to click the fucking tree some more. Click. Literally 30 minutes later, he's like, fucking hold the button. And I'm like, oh. And then yeah, that was my first time playing Minecraft. I was a dumb child. I was a very, very dumb child. The good news is I think both of us were laughing by the end. How are you still alive? That's a good question. Listen, the game fucking... I didn't even... Because here's the thing. Here's the fundamental problem with that entire like the entire thing is I did not know that I was supposed to hold, because I just saw the fucking hand moving constantly, so I'm like, oh, I must have to click. I was in these videos from Machinima called Icton Adventures in Minecraft. All that sticks with me these days is that someone has a naked lady skin you wouldn't get away with today. I wonder how many people got into Minecraft because of like Shadows of Israfel. I wonder how many people were like, why is my Minecraft experience so different from theirs? They have NPCs that they can talk to. I definitely remember not knowing how to install mods, but trying my hardest to install mods. I'm sure I could figure out how to install mods nowadays on Minecraft, but like there's also CurseForge, which just does it for you. But that's definitely one of those like the kind of things that you wouldn't necessarily like, you know, because like there's definitely there are definitely plenty of stories of people being like, oh my god, they added the Aether. It's like the Nether, but opposite. You even have to go to the Nether to get there. And then every person who owned Minecraft at the time, who didn't read the description, tried it and were so sad when it turns out it was a mod, and it wasn't a base game experience. I remember playing Minecraft back in elementary schools as I was bad at building. Whoops! I called. No, I was talking about the Minecraft mod, the Aether. my bad. Wait, no, like that was one of those like. There's so many, like, I still to this day have like so many early Minecraft mods memorized, because I was like, if I could mod, I would add this one and this one and this one. Because like I just couldn't figure out how to mod it myself. The one that I feel like everyone just kind of silently forgot was the Mo creatures that added fucking wild shit like. It added a mechanic where there were slot machines and random grannies wandering the world that you could get to play the slot machines. I couldn't tell you why I remembered this, but for whatever reason it stands out distinctly in my brain. Oh, I even have a button for a very specific. Hold up, I have the very specific. If you watch a lot of Minecraft tutorials back in the days, I'm about to hit you with an effect that you are almost certainly going to recognize. I don't know why I have this on my soundbar, by the way. Because whenever, so people would make a Minecraft like tutorial videos. I remember a lot of old Minecraft mods. People would make, yeah, no, the Bandicam, like where they would use a fucking like a text document for like instead of editing like, you know, editing like titles over whatever, they would just fucking like break out the fucking like notepad and type up what they're doing on the notepad. Because if memory serves, the idea of it was basically that like they like Minecraft had like, or like YouTube had like a default like library of like, you know, it's like, oh, if a sound is found to like have copyrighted music, which a lot of Minecraft tutorials did, it would immediately get replaced with one of the like, you know, you could replace it with one of their default like, you know, song replacements, and that song I believe was like 003. So it was literally the first one, and everyone, like, because you had to go in and change it specifically, every fucking video, every Minecraft tutorial had that goddamn song on it, because they would all use copyrighted music, and it would all get replaced with that fucking song. You know what? Since I'm hitting y'all with reckless hate, for the early Minecraft like the early Minecraft, like the Xbox 360 days, there's one song in particular. If you had an Xbox, it's entirely possible you know about this one. What the fuck was that? What was it fucking called? I'm looking because I'm genuinely trying to remember. There's this game called the hardest game that was on the Xbox. It was basically a rhythm game. And now these people want to get rid of copyrights. It wasn't Chaos Fantasy. Heaven. Oh fuck, what was it called? It was an impossible game. Yes, yes, I found it. Anyone else with my particular like early YouTube style, like I watched a lot of Let's Plays of specifically Xbox games, and I discovered the Impossible game through it, which was basically just like the Impossible game was just fucking Geometry Dash before Geometry Dash. Would you play I Want to Be the Guy, the movie, the game? No. Core memory unlocked. Yeah, you know, see? I'm not the only one. I'm not. My very specific core memories of early YouTube. Because it was a fucking, and like if you watched like early Machinima or early Rooster Teeth, there was like an entire video dedicated to someone raging about like that game because they couldn't get it past, like they could not get very far in it at all. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I'm glad I could remind you. I'm glad I could reawaken the memories hidden deep within your subconscious. Welcome on Zero Crisis. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Are those paws? That's a good emote. Welcome on, though. Glad to have you. Can we shout for Xerox? Neopets or Pop Tropica? I was a Pop Tropica kid. It was an era to be for sure. Putting them beans up. We respect beans here. That's like one of the sad things about being an avian. If you're like specifically an avian that's like not hybrid, you don't get beans. You get talons. What's this about early YouTube? Oh, we were talking about early YouTube, and I was unlocking core memories in people. Specifically, if you watched early YouTube Minecraft tutorials, you'll recognize. I just have this on my soundboard for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. But also like that, because I could tell you why that song in particular, because it was Starkey. Why did I just get a pregnant woman ad? I'm pretty sure ads are personalized to the viewer. I do remember that. And then of course the other one which I was just playing. If you were on early Xbox YouTube. Low key though, this song's still kind of a fucking banger. Can we talk about how this song still slaps to this day? This is some fucking brain power level shit. I'm in an ad about a convenient power tools. Like, unironically, this is a fucking banger, right? It's still to this song has aged incredibly well. You know about YouTube has been pushing garbage AI slop horny chatbot adverts? That's fucking... It's so fucking wild to me how they don't give a shit about sexual content and advertisers. But, like, it's God forbid anyone say the word die in a fucking YouTube video or else they get hit by the demonetization demons. It knows I've been wanting to propose to my boyfriend. Getting too many fake game ads. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather take the fake game ads, because at least those are always skippable. Like, for how annoying they are at least blissfully short. But also, can we bring back this style? Am I unironically? Because like this I think incidentally shaped my fucking taste in music. Maybe we should migrate to Nico Nico. I'm realizing now that I think my taste in music was shaped by early Xbox 360, which is fucking wild to think about. Because this has got everything I love in a song, like piano staccato, fucking like really heavy synths. You know what? If I ever do a re-debut, I'm gonna see if I can locate the person who made this song and see if I can use it as my re-debut trailer. YouTube thinks I'm a lesbian despite my gender being male, but knows I like Sans and Mayo enough that it uses that to try to get me engaged with the horny adverts. That's horrifying. Alina the Lioness, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Check. Let me sweeping you show for Alina. I'm currently going down a trip through memory lane of early YouTube. How am I not following you? What the heck? Oh yeah, no, that's so if you ever wonder what my taste in music is like, it's very, very weird. Bina, how you doing, Alina? Good to have you. We're vibing. I'm hopefully gonna finish drawing these. I love them. They are my children. But also, I've been working on them for at this point like at least a month. It's been at least a month of working on just these guys, and I need a break. I need a break from them. Good work. Just editing some post FWA photos. Nice. I drew birds. We got Tamus and we got Dimitri. Yeah, no, I need to, what am I gonna do? Because, like, whenever I finish a thing, I need to figure out, like, what I want to draw next. Also, the gambit of watching furry ASMR has backfired. I got some weird ASMR involving leashes recommended to me. Yeah, I wonder why that happened. I wish there was, like, a... Oh... Evening, welcome on our regular cars. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. There we go. Skill issue, Kasai. As long as it's an ad, as long as it's not an ad that is over 10 minutes, that's not an ad. I was enjoying a video essay about burial practices of early Chinese dynasties, and got some weird video that kept repeating nonsense. Looked at it after 5 minutes. Still had 9 minutes to go. That's not. You weren't even allowed to skip it? Yeah, no, they just interrupted your video essay with another completely unrelated and shittier video essay. They're like, you're enjoying this video essay so much. Here's something significantly worse. I've yet to get like a super long unskippable ad, which I'm thankful for. Dished Cobalt has done the dishes. He is now tired. Go get some rest then. Dishes Cobalt has done dishes. Go take care of yourself. Grabs you, folds you. That is not the correct. That is not the correct response you should be making to the idea of getting folded. Incorrect. Try again.
No.
I give you too many ways to express horny. I need to remove some of these redeems. Box? Oh, why am I guy? Y'all just keep letting me put me in the box. All right, fine, I'll get in the box. Oh, super cute and furry animations. There was an animation I saw recently. It was done by Nikki, Nikki CIY, and it's very cute. YouTube needs to regulate their ads more. Like, it's so full of fucking skin. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind if they were ads for shit that I would actually be sincerely interested in, but it's always garbage. It's always garbage that is just straight up a scam. Like, what's the fucking point of the YouTube? Like, what is the point of advertising that shit? Who the fuck is falling? Like, seriously, who is falling for it? Do I just leave my PC running while I AFK so it loops Vaporeon ASMR to my adverts? Stop being horny or pursue ASMR for my Rex. I feel like looping the elderly like Pop Mutt is the flocks that have the screens off auto playing videos. I guess. Because like here's the thing, I do let audio, like when I'm cooking, I'll bring my food in, I'll bring my phone into the kitchen and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna work on fucking, you know, I'm gonna work on cooking. Oh hell yeah, Dubwoofer Substep, let's fucking go. I got in someone else's Japan tourist vlogs and ad while watching another's. I love Nikki, their animations are so cute. It's one of these where it's like, Nikki is very, very sweet. Like, I want to interact, but also I'm like, they are primarily Japanese speaking, and I don't want to, like... I'm always nervous about stopping by people when I'm like, I literally cannot understand what you're saying. Looping a Vaporeon ASMR somehow confused YouTube into sending me wholesome furry stuff. That is a bizarre discovery. I'm glad, I think. But now that's backfiring, I need to find a new way to mess my algorithm. But yeah, no. I would love to do animations like that someday, but also I recognize that they're probably a fuck ton of work. Hold up. Do I want to... Here, let's like... I'm looking at these and I'm like, they just kind of blur into each other and it's not clear that, like, this is supposed to be like a Ushanka head. Like, there are kids on YouTube and there are horny ads that kids can find on YouTube. It really, like, it blows my mind how they're like, oh, content creators cannot express any sexual idea and then proceed to fucking, like, some of the ads, like, actually are just straight up porn. Like, it's pretty clear YouTube is actually fine with people uploading porn as long as you're giving them money. And, like, I'm not one of those, like, won't someone think of the children type. I'm just, like, the reason I'm mad about it is because it's just hypocritical. You know? I wonder if Ryan Toys reviews would fix... Stop fucking cursing your YouTube recommendations. Don't. Don't actually... YouTube ads and quality control to go together like water and oil. I just like... I'm just like astounded by it, I think. More than anything, I'm just like, I'm astounded by the lack of giving a shit. I think that's the thing where I'm like... Let me just try to... Oh my god. Go to a drama YouTuber and watch like 10 hours their video. Like that'll fucking purge anything. That will get you, to be fair, I imagine that would probably get you exclusively the fucking ads you're specifically not looking to deal with. Borb, welcome on in, say you're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Borks? Yes, I've been placed into a box. And also I've grown a second... the physicality of this is concerning, and I'm not, you know, we're not getting into it. Welcome on in, say you're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? I'm currently finishing up the Borbs. We got Thamus. Thamus is done. Damus. I mean, I'm not. I need to probably like choose a pronunciation and stick with it. And then we got Dimitri. He might just go by Dmitri. Like Thamus and Dmitri. What if I like... What is this? Is this Lahi? My most hated RPG town ever, Grandia the Third. Is this from Grandia the Third? What is... I hate it. I can see why it's the most hated, because it's... This is sure sound. I'm like, yeah, I'm Starkey. I'm writing a Grandia cease and desist. I'm like grabbing myself. Starkey, be nice. Do not rat jam to this. You can rat jam to plenty here. You've rat jammed to arguably worse. This, of all things, does not deserve a rat jam. I do kind of love the number of just various animal jams we have here. The song tickles me musically, but it's so bad. This is like what jazz is supposed to be. It's supposed to not, it's supposed to be just like kind of displeasing. Hold up, let me look at the Weibo bird real quick. Where's my Weibo bird? You're the Ushanka. Look at this. This is an actual bird. I love them, but they're such bizarre creatures. I wonder who helped create a culture where putting such songs in the queue, except, oh, it's me. Yeah. Am I gonna have to start fucking like culling the queue periodically to be like, all right, it's been like 15 minutes. Let me take out all the garbage. I don't want this. I don't think you want this. No one wants this. All right. So we got the Awebo Burb style like eyebrows. We needed to see that Grandia 3 song. Did we? Was that a need? Was that a need or a want? Slang tells me it was a want and not a need. I love this. I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head what the name of this bird species is, but I love it. And I love the fact that just Awebo. Awebo. It was educational. In what sense? In what sense was it educational? All right, now we paint the beak black. Close enough. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I'm always trying to get my boyfriend to play it and get to that village. Just looking unironically and awkwardly to work to that theme. God, how haunting. All right, we've been deboxed. We are free from box. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I was supposed to join the fucking Discord so that way people could hop in if they wanted to. completely blanked my mind. Like, just welcome on in, Lemlin. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We are currently we got an hour left though, so I'm like, you know what? We also like I probably should focus on actually fucking finishing this thing. Like, do gooey stuff like all the time with him. But how's the frog doing? We are vibing. We are drawing birds. I'm currently coloring this soft one. He's soft because he's fluffy. He's actually like Loki. This bird has a sleeper build. If you in any way like hydrate his feathers, he's jacked underneath.
Beep, it's time to drink water.
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 Beep, it's time to
It's time to drink water.
Beep, it's time to drink water.
Slash. I love how unhinged the song is, but that will give me a headache past a point. It's time to drink water. I still do not know what the fucking deal with those TikTok videos was. Like the fucking, because there's this she's got like this alien like plushie that she fucking freezes into blocks of ice. I'm assuming it's, yeah, I probably shouldn't assume that, but I'm gonna go bed though, so good night. For sure, thank you for stopping by, you sweet bean. Go get some good rest, okay? Alright. Honestly, I think it is kind of cute that I'm incidentally using their, like, because I think the design I'm going for is, like, I'm giving each of them, like, a primary color and, like, a secondary, like, complementary color, and I'm matching them up. They're matching. That's how you know they're homosexual, is they're matching. It doesn't matter what they're matching. If they're matching species, matching height, matching colors. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you see two dudes with the exact same height and build, they're boned. I can't say that. They're matching. Yeah, they're matching, sweetie. Oh my god. Welcome on, Death Nation. Glad to sweet bean. We are currently in the process of coloring in a scarf. You know, the scarf's got issues, but it's got character as well. So, like, all things considered, not a bad scarf. There's I feel like there's something so fucking frustrating about being an artist, because it's like I see all these issues that I still need to, like, iron out. And, like, I know if, like, if I over bake, like, those issues will, like, turn into new issues. It's, like, kind of why it's, like, I have to, like, stop, decide a piece is finished, even though I could fix it. Have you drank water in the last hour? Yes, please don't hurt me. No, please hurt me. Starkey and Chad, I have to admit, I was feeling kind of rough these past few days, but being here with you all has been lovely. I want to thank you all for the good vibes and the chaos. I'm glad. That actually does sincerely, because, like, more than anything, that's kind of what I want the spot to be. Like, this is ultimately a space that I'm making on the internet. But, you know, I'm trying to bring the energy that I want to see, and I think what I want to see on this is, like, this combination of, like, chaotic but also, like, comfy vibes. The kind of place where you can come if you're having a shitty day. The kind of place... No, hold up a moment. It's just the kind of place... It's the kind of place where you can come. The kind of place where you can come if you're having a shitty day. Like, relax and just, like, actually laugh. Come? It's the fucking... It's those Five Nights at Freddy's shocked. Thank you for acknowledging that. You're welcome. It took me a moment where I was like, wait, I just left on the a place where you can come, and it was just lingering in the air for so long. Okay, we'll come. But no, like that's the kind of energy I want to have, where it's like it's comfy, but there's also just like just enough chaos where like you're gonna sneak a laugh in or two. Where just dumb shit like that will happen, and you're like, oh god, why? Comfy chaos. Yes, exactly. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm off-brand Pronto. I need to chat more with Pronto. It's so hard because there's so many people I want to chat with, and I'm like, ah. All right. And whenever I say I'm off-brand, like XYZ, I ultimately I am primarily doing that as a joke. Because, like, I recognize that, like, comparison is the thief of joy and all that. I'll poke Starkey and show my silly little doodles like a pup trying to impress a big bro. Remember, Starkey does not go in the jar. That's why I want a plushie and not a figurine of my character. That's like Starkey gets a plushie and not a figurine, so you can't fucking put him in a jar. Or if you put him in a jar, like that's the only thing that can fit in the jar. I just realized I never finished painting the scarf. I am the Goobus Maximus. Bots get steppies derogatory. To those who answered no, I'm coming, start running. Or an angry dog when it gets a bot. Smaller Starkey plush in a bigger jar. Listen, I'm gonna make the smallest Starkey plush like comedically large. What if I became a marketable plushie, but only like one of those like a life-size fucking Arcanine or Lucario style plushies where I'm just an object in your house at that point.
Is this a Megalovania Sans Undertale reference?
I hate it. I hate it. Actual size Starkey plush. It's just a straight up like a 7-foot, like 7-foot diameter Borb that takes up residence in your house. So basically a life-size Snorlax plush, basically. Just make it canon that like all of the Borbs are 7-foot like radius. All of them are just horrifyingly massive. Actual Starkey plush Wine Mom edition. I'm definitely not a wine mom, unfortunately. I'm not a huge wine fan. I'm much more of a cocktail person. Life-sized, buff-ass Starkey plush just there taking up 25% of the room. So Starkey's less of a wine fan and more of a cock fan? I mean, if you want to phrase it that way, technically that is correct. Like I have a pick ready for when someone is a bot. I'm just like, because I like largely I don't end up with too many bots. Whenever I get a bot, like I usually just ignore it. I'm like I'll ignore it and then I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm like, okay, if they're reaching out to me, they're reaching out to someone else. Are they in a like place that I moderate? If yes, then I kick it. If no, I'm like, okay, someone else will report it. I was like, I've just gotten so fucking tired of the damn things. But I recognize that, like, not, like, if everyone does that, then no one gets rid of the fucking bot, so I probably shouldn't be admitting to that. Because that is very much a tragedy of the common style situation. Or, like, if Starkey, by the way, I behaved at the stream you mod. You did behave properly at DA's stream. There was not nary a mention of mayonnaise.
Where the rat.
What's up, Crisp?
Confession, on another channel I'm on not naming names, 90% of the logs channel is just bots being banned.
That sounds about right, to be honest with you. That honestly, that seems like still a little bit low. If I'm being 100. If I'm being 100 with you. No. I don't like the way that looks. I don't have to behave. What are you gonna do? Ban me? I could. Literally, I might. I can always free transform. I'm trying to think of like what other, like, I guess like kind of a gray. Maybe like a bit of a darker gray than what we got going on here. Kaosai getting banned would be iconic. Free transform. You know, it makes sense if, you know, listen, the lab offers free transform. You're not going to say what you're transforming into. Also, you might not be allowed to leave depending on what you transform into. You are there forever. Would be clipped and shared across the internet. Does the lab have ice cream? Yes. We do offer ice cream. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Did I not see a downside? Fair enough. You could join the queue of people who are ready to test the newest TF serum. I feel like that queue is getting progressively longer as time goes on. Red bean ice cream? Red bean ice cream actually low-key sounds like it would fuck. I'll be honest, that sounds delicious. Like red bean paste ice cream? I would fucking destroy that. You're telling me that there's been ice cream this entire time? 1 second. Why did no one tell me? No one reads their fucking contracts here, I swear to God. I probably, to be fair, I probably shouldn't be hiring illiterate mods, but you know, they are cheap, so credit where it's due. Go to the local. That's a thing. Go to your local Asian food market. I actually like do need to take a trip to like a local Asian food market at some point because there's like a lot of stuff I want to pick up. Red bean ice cream is pretty good.
Wretch,
I can imagine.
wretch,
What's up, Chris?
where the wretch.
Starkey, sir, problem, big problem. The TF Ray has been soiled with paint after the Borbs Arts and Crafts session. Also, they have taken the last TF serum of the current batch. Who knew it would make a great paint medium?
Shit, that's all the people in the TF line are gonna be waiting. Break out the gun that makes you think you TF'd when you actually really didn't. it just makes you forget that you TF'd in your current form. Or just Borb drone them. My contract was just a long list of things I'm not allowed to do, like Soriel's under no circumstances allowed near a chainsaw. You definitely, like, that's... There was no mention of ice cream in my contract. Have you taken a closer look? Just keep rereading it. I'm sure it's there somewhere. every time, like, every time I'm like, okay, just, hey, have you considered rereading your contract? I just farted. All right, and into the gulag with you. We all signed the waivers in case of the lab incidents. Yes. All of the lab accidents. Definitely accidents. Sorry, one of the things I'm not allowed to do is Soriel's not allowed to reread this contract more than once a year. Okay, to be fair, you're the one who demanded that clause, so like that's a personal problem. Read my contract, Starkey. Do you think I have fucking time for that? I got experiments to run. I got people to TF. Listen, music you'll hear on a... This is definitely giving Disney Channel a little bit. I'm assuming this is K-pop? Song length Q check. That's probably a good point. 1, 4, 6, 8, 12, 17, 21, 23, 27. Okay, we got enough time for like 1 or 2 more songs. I wonder what Starkey would pay me in. You get paid in free transformations. Nah, not... Almost Miss Girls' Generation. Not shinies. Do you think I'm gonna part with my shinies? They're my shinies. They're mine. I worked for those. This isn't even brown. This is like an olive. Well, make more? What the fuck do you mean make more? Do you think this is an alchemy lab? You think I could just transmute anything to gold? Because I can. But that would still require me to give away my shinies. Not allowed. They're my shinies. I thought this bit was dead. I thought we killed this bit. I thought the bit was dead. But here we are. This was Kasai. Yay, Buddy Holly. At that point, like, I'll be honest with you, there's some amount of Stockholm syndrome with this song at this point. Because this is definitely not a good song. On the list of, like, on the binary scale of good to bad, this is a bad song. Gold ew. No, I want shiny rocks, but I feed them to my not safe for work a goo OC, but I'm talking about the other shinies. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. The shinies that are made of other materials. All right. There we go. And there's actually, you know what I just realized? There's actually probably a really good opportunity here for me to use the one remaining color that I haven't. My man's wearing clogs. Don't touch my clogs. I might want to... There we go. Confession, I have a massive sweet tooth. It is my greatest weakness. Like, nothing is too sweet for me. I have a bit of a sweet tooth myself. There are definitely times where I've been like, this is too much. Usually with, like, baked goods. Which is kind of funny, because I love a nice, like, high-quality baked good. Alright. Too much? So a lot of times it's usually like buttercream where they just like they over sugar it, so it ends up just fucking like it ends up hurting my mouth to like consume. Sorry, you don't tell Cereal about my pudding in the back of the fridge. Cereal can read, you know. That pudding is mine now. Also, everyone needs a Guo-C. I wouldn't say knee, but I do think a nice good Guo-C does make things better. Like a nice high quality Guo-C, always welcome. Yeah, no, buttercream is awful and should be banned. No amount of sugar can. Here's the thing: I like buttercream, and it's very rare that like I find a buttercream that I'm like, you know, I'm like they fucked this up, but it does happen occasionally. American buttercream can be very sweet. You know, because like I do enjoy like it. Like there's a balance because like sometimes they'll just be like here's like an entire fucking like bag of confectioner sugar I put in this single cup of buttercream, and I'm like it actively hurts my mouth to consume this cake because the buttercream is too sweet. But outside of that, I have a pretty strong sweet tooth myself, so. Okay. Cake? Yeah. Dimitri's a baker. He's a baker and a cook. He likes making food for people. I was waiting for this to not start. Is this there's no way this is just the Wii Shop channel theme. There's got to be something fucked up with it that's gonna happen. This is what y'all give me fucking trust issues. This is why I talked to my therapist. I'm like, hey, you know, like this is a classic. I'm like, yeah, I thought I could trust, and then they kept putting fucked up variations of songs that are like not necessarily that good, but like are at least enjoyable. Let me. All right. The fucking JoJo's Ventureo. Then wind da 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 da. Next one is made is supposed to be. It's kind of, I mean, listen. Despite the fact that I think Part 5 has the worst protagonist of all the JoJo parts, it does have the most banging theme associated with its respective protagonist. What the fuck? Magic wand, what are you doing? Sometimes the magic wand just does shit like that. Is it because there's a... No, why is he the worst? He has no personality. Giorno Giovanna is a houseplant that was made as a main character. Like, for all the shit that, like, people give Jonathan, he at least, like, had character traits. Giorno's just like, I'm telling you this in advance, don't skip it. Okay, so it's very slowly becoming Megalovania. Because I heard that fucking Megalovania. Seven-page Muda, though? Well, yeah, but that's like, the 7-page Muda was largely fun off of the back of the fact that Chocolata is the most hateable fucking person of all time. Chocolata is a fucking asshole. He just refused to die and killed a whole bunch of people. So the 7-page Muda is fun because you're watching someone get the shit kicked, like, watching someone who deserves it get the shit kicked out of him. Probably was snuck in there. It's... Listen, at some point, they would have to go to bed early tonight. Thank you for hanging out, you sweet bean. Hopefully you have a nice, restful evening. We will just be vibing here. Hopefully I will get the Borbs done tonight and posted. Who knows? I'll be honest with you. With me, posting art's like it's a crapshoot every time. I'm so proud of the art. You got this. Here. Okay, we gotta do the outside of the hat real quick, and then we just got the wings and the tail. It is kind of wild to me that in spite of everything, this still almost took me 3 hours. Wrong layer. There we go. In spite of me giving myself every opportunity to because I just kept getting distracted. I'm like, I want to fix this issue and this issue, and then art really is like, I feel like if you give, like, I feel like there's certain game studios and certain, like, people where I'm like, I feel like if you taught them how to do art, they would stop feature creeping themselves into oblivion. Hold up. Because I'm looking at these hands and I'm like, there needs to be claws or something. I guess I could make them wing hands. That's not the right color. There we go. I'm more of a Talon Hands guy. Usually I am too. Which is kind of where I'm going with them here. All right, let me go ahead and close with the queue. I don't think we're going to get through all of this tonight because I will probably be wrapping this up as soon as I get these designs done. I will say, though, the fact that I was able to get... Because this is probably the same amount of time it took me to finish Finn's design. And I did 2 designs back-to-back. So that is kind of like a sign of pretty substantial growth as, like, an artist in regards to, like, actually, you know... There we go. Think of the hydrate and the nerd. There we go. Now I just need to paint these their appropriate color. And hopefully, we still have to do the tail and the wings, but those are relatively quick because those are like not much detail going on in them. That is nice occasionally to have just like there's just sections that are like, yeah, you just knock that out real quick. All right. Oh, thank you for the save. I kind of don't want to make the wings the same color as his face. So, quick question: how did you get into rubber? Through the opening, of course. Now, I don't know. I just have a thing for like. I enjoy things that are like skin tight suits. So like the same appeal is like inherent in like Lycra, or like just like a really tight fitting like nice suit. I just find it like I just find like, you know, it's one of those things where I just find it very visually appealing. I like the effect that it has on the male form. I think we're gonna go with just like a kind of an ice blue and then like paint some of the tips. Is this Into the Light split? I was about to say, it's like, this is Splatoon, but is this an actual song that's been Splatoonified, or? Splatoon song, yeah. Because like I could actually understand English lyrics. So I'm like, is this even a Splatoon song if I can understand what the fuck's happening? That I missed it. I do. I've never played a Splatoon. Actually, that's not fair. I played a little bit of like I think Splatoon 2. It was fine. I just don't necessarily think it's my thing, unfortunately. I'm giving him a little bit of Articuno energy, which I think is kind of cool, actually. It's not my intent, but it does kind of bring the same vibes. Like a Rubber on Men is amazing, even on Muscle Guts or Dad Bods. Because it's like I've gone on record in DA's streams, and like, you know, I'm pretty open about the fact that I personally prefer really tight-fitting clothes over like explicit nudity. Something about explicit nudity, I'm just like, this is weirdly less appealing to me. I think it's because like it just leaves nothing to the imagination. I'm like, okay, well I've seen everything that I want to see for pretty quickly. How did you know that was from Splatoon? Because of the vocals. Because of, I mean, like, listen, Splatoon has a very specific style to it. Like, it's very immediately recognizable. So you're part of the group that's happy Donkey Kong has pants now, Starkey? I like the design for I like the new Donkey Kong design, says the board with a lab coat. Yeah, because there's nothing to see. I'm goo. You should also be using the darker, warmer color blue for shadows. I'm not shading this piece. This is flats. We are doing flats. I genuinely I don't have it in me to do the fucking shading or rendering for this. The man on DK's face. I like the expressiveness of it now. I feel like this song is too upbeat. That there's gonna be some fucked up thing that happens in it, surely. They have Splatoon concerts, like they have Hatsune Miku. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I like this song's too cheerful. There's gonna be some weird shit that happens in it. It started. Nice tune. Oh hey, they're bringing the Amen break. For sorry, we've disabled the queue, which also disables all of the commands, unfortunately. I didn't know the name of the song. It's here. There you go. It's whatever the fuck that is. I cannot read Japanese. I'm pretty sure that that's Japanese. All right. It's by Leaf. Why is the F capitalized? Am I supposed to pay respects to Leaf? All right. We are almost there. All right. I'm doing once over. Here, let me... Because I want to bring everything in, so... Because I want to bring these two closer to each other. Okay, now for all of these things, I have to kind of, I have to, like, select and bring them in. En masse. Okay, select you as well. Grab the lasso tool. And in you go. Perfect. All right. What if Starkey would bring some artist friends to draw and stream with? That's actually like the hope. They look amazing. Oh, thanks. This is my second attempt at character design, and I think they turned out a little bit better than Finn. I need to tinker with Finn's design a little bit. There are some issues with it that I do see, but here, let me clip. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hold up a moment. I need to add, where is it? Where's materials? Search, oh, for fuck's sakes, no. Type keyword, paper. All right. New paper effect. Oh, that just like completely removed the line art. That's good to know. That means you need a new scene for the group art stream, though. Oh yeah, they got lost in the analog horror for a moment. Just a moment. All right. Excuse me. Why is what? Huh. For the left click was just like auto select the specific like the eyedropper tool for the longest time, and now it's not doing that anymore. Is this the intro song from Arthur? This is, I believe, from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, because I need to have a new raster. Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I just realized I covered their names a little bit, which was not my intent. Oh god, I just realized something. I never actually painted in his talons. Alright, good thing to spot. Good thing to spot before posting that, though. Especially because it's like, these are relatively easy things to, like... There you go. Perfect. I don't necessarily like the background a ton. Here, let me see if I can... That's too big, but... There we go, blend. Oh, I realize now what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Because, like, I feel like the harsh edges just, like, make it such a primary focus. No, like, adding this does a substantial amount to help soften it, so that way, like, you're not, oops, all focused on the fucking background. There we go. Okay, there we go. Damus and Dimitri. Hold up. Time lapse, export time lapse. This is gonna be a fucking lengthy one. All right. Two burbs of a feather. That's what I like to think. I see a very singular issue that I have specifically been trying to avoid, so I do need to fix that real quick, but let me see. I don't even have a May folder for this year because I've been so focused on this. All right. Here, let me fix the issue that I was trying to avoid. Hmm. Okay. Save that. I'll go ahead and grab the, let me see. I have an art showing thing. There we go. Here. This hopefully lets me show images. Nope, that's not the, God damn it. I misclicked. Nope, unfortunately, okay, so I have to add another source here. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and save and export these guys real quick. Oh, well, good thing I checked real quick, so I almost exported them just as flats. I need to add the paper effect on them real quick. All right. Save. Save. There we go. Perfect. Save, export as single layer PNG. Fire Nice Bird. And here, let me go ahead and also save this. This saved like the file here. Save as. Oh, perfect. It's already saved there. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for coming and hang out. Looks like we got it done exactly in time. You know, I'll give myself one thing. At least I'm getting good at estimating how long it takes me to finish things. And it seems to always happen in 3-hour increments, which is very handy, honestly. All right. We will be saving these songs for when we start up. We've got 2 songs. We will be saving those for when we do art on Friday, which I'm kind of glad I get tomorrow off, because I need to figure out what I'm gonna be doing on Friday in terms of art. There's a lot of art challenges for May. There's like Transformation, Maytex, Behime. I'm not doing Maternity, don't ask. That one's not happening. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you for hanging out. Hope you guys had a good time. And let's see. Let us see. Whomst we shall raid into. So let's check Thunderfang real quick. Maytex sounds fun. I need to do like material studies, honestly. Brand's live. Get the book is live. Fix Red Tail, Kasma, Sean Shiba. You know what? It's been a bit since we've raided into Sabin. Let's go stop by. Let's go ahead and give the traditional raid message. Especially because, oh, he's playing the new Doom game. Use my emotes or who's emotes you happen to have, and if you're not subscribed to anyone here on Twitch, feel free to use the emoji versions, the blue hearts. Start the raid over to Sabin. Make sure I'm using the right command and I'm not using I'm not using like a chat command that's specific to the bots. Also, it looks like he's doing a he's doing like a donation event for Make-A-Wish, which is pretty cool. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you guys had a good time just hanging out, watching the art, vibing, all that good stuff. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what I've been up to. I'm gonna start breaking video game sections down into 30 minutes. Which, like, that's gonna be a little bit annoying, but like, it hopefully will make it, a positive impact. Thanks for the stream. Take care, everyone. The art was amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Sweetie, you're a sweet bean. But yeah, I have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello to Sweet Beans, see the cross content Sweet Beans post. I cannot fathom the difference between games. I mean, I think Doom, the various like reiterations of Doom are just the same game again and again, but like, they made more. There's more content, so enjoy that. And then I have a Blue Sky if you'd like to see the art that I make, as well as the art that I get, get commissioned, all that good stuff. I also post general ramblings, food pictures, lots of stuff to see there. Some of varying quality. So if you don't like the high effort stuff, the low effort stuff also exists.